Hi Aquarius, this is your May 9th through May 15th weekly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my weekly readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances, and we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week. We have the Star, we have the Fool clarified by the Page of Cups, we have the Devil clarified by Strength. In the potential outcome, we have the Chariot with the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune, and we also have the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with so many different zodiac signs. Well, a fellow air sign, Gemini, Libra, another Aquarius, or a Capricorn, or a Leo, or a Taurus, or a Cancer. Wow. And to be, before I forget, this kind of reminds me of a Capricorn reading, to be honest with you. So you may want to check it out. We actually have a Capricorn card here, the Devil, and we had the Star card in the Capricorn reading. So you may want to check it out. Right? But getting back to your reading here, Aquarius, this looks like a done deal, you know, and it's going to be an easy decision on your part, but probably on both of your parts, right? There could be a lot of physical attraction going on, a lot of physical attraction, but don't let that scare you, because I do see this kind of progressing or blossoming or transitioning into something really, really serious in the future. Definitely something serious in the future. Anyway, the very first card that came out is the Star. That is your personal card, Aquarius. That's you. Male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. You know, and it's always a good sign to have your own card in your own reading, especially your major arcana card, and especially if it came out first, right? That means you're definitely in charge, or you're definitely calling the shots, or everything pretty much revolves around you, right? And that's what it kind of feels like. We have the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck, all the way to your right. It could be a fellow air sign, Gemini, Libra, or another Aquarius, or it could be somebody rushing into your life, and their plan is to sweep you off your feet, or their plan is to just get the show on the road with you as quickly as possible because they're so into you, and that's why they're kind of in a hurry, right, before somebody else comes in, and then it's going to be a problem for them. So they're rushing in with the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is the fastest knight out of all 4 knights, so travel could be involved here in some shape or form. If you're traveling this week, you could be meeting this person while you're traveling. You don't have to be traveling far. You could be traveling to a grocery store. You could be traveling to another continent, another country. I don't know. This person could be traveling themselves, or the two of you could be getting on that plane and off into the sunset. The two of you fly, right? So it's the fastest knight out of all 4 knights. We also have the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune, but we'll get to those 2 cards in just a little bit. But those 2 cards could also be travel cards. Anyway. Right next to the Star, we have the Fool card. The Fool is a card of taking a leap of faith. So it's going to be an easy decision for you. You're not even going to think twice, because it's going to be an instant connection, and you're just going to jump in. The Page of Cups, clarifying the Fool, is an invitation or somebody approaching you. If you meet this person somewhere out, at an establishment, or as you're jogging in the park in the morning, I don't know. But with the Page of Cups, somebody's reaching out to you, approaching you, buying you flowers, writing you a poem, because the Page of Cups, to me personally, is the nicest page out of all 4 pages. I don't mean to insult the remaining 3 pages, but the Page of Cups is an emotional page. So they're going to be like really nice to you, I guess. The Devil, clarified by Strength, right there in the middle. This is when things are going to get hot and spicy, right? The Devil is the personal Capricorn card. Strength is the personal Leo card. You could be dealing with any of those 2 zodiac signs. But together, that combo every once in a while comes through as just crazy passion. Strength, one of the interpretations of the Strength card is pure, raw passion, and the Devil is there is an interpretation of the Devil that talks about physical attraction, that talks about desires, lust, and getting busy behind closed doors, if you know what I mean. So together those 2 cards is just crazy passion towards one another. right? But like I said earlier, don't let that scare you, because I don't think that's what this whole situation is all about. No, because in the potential outcome, we have the Chariot with the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune. All three of those cards are major arcana cards, and they are amazing major arcana cards by themselves and especially together. The Chariot is the personal Cancer card. You could be dealing with a Cancer, but the Chariot is also a pretty fast card, just like the Knight of Swords. You could be traveling with this person. You could be meeting this person while you're on the road. Or the Chariot is all about moving forward and not looking back. Right, and what you're moving towards is the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is, again, another travel card, but if we want to stay general, then the Wheel of Fortune is the two of you starting a new cycle, on the next level up, you know, whatever that level is going to be for you. But this is a very fortunate turn of events. The Wheel of Fortune is always good news in my spreads. The Hierophant in the middle of the potential outcome is the personal Taurus card. You could be dealing with a Taurus, but if we want to stay general again, then the Hierophant is about something traditional, like a committed relationship or marriage. It's also a very spiritual card, right? This is a card of two people connecting on multiple levels. So we definitely see a physical connection with the devil and strength, right? But you'll also be connecting with them spiritually, emotionally, all kinds of levels. So yeah, I do see this as an instant magnetic attraction, connection, instant chemistry. And whenever I see cards like that in the potential outcome, it's not really a potential, okay? Aquarius, well, free will is always at play, but I think you guys will make a great couple. I really do. I'm not even going to do an extended, because with cards like that, especially in the potential outcome, you know, it's pretty much a done deal. If you want it, it's not going to be hard for you guys to achieve that. All right, really happy for you, Aquarius. Congratulations. Aquarius, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Hangman clarified by the Page of Swords. We have Strength. We have the Ten of Pentacles clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Star on the bottom of the deck. I can interpret it in so many different ways, but I'll focus on just one major message. Very specific message. This, in my opinion, is a spread for those who are looking to make a serious purchase. And that serious purchase could be a house or an apartment, an additional property. It could be a new car. It could be a washing machine, anything, a mattress for your bed. Whatever is important for you right now, whatever you're thinking or have been thinking to purchase, that's what you're going to be buying this week. Or you could be making an investment into something, right? An investment could be anything. You could just be putting money into your savings account or a CD account, or you could be buying an additional rent property that you're going to be renting out, whatever. So here's why I think that. The Star on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right is your personal card, Aquarius. That's you. And the Hangman, the first card that came out, is clarified by the Page of Swords. The Hangman is a situation that is stuck, that is not moving anywhere. This is a card of stagnation, but it's clarified by the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a card of spying. You're looking for something, right? So you've been looking for something, or you've been researching something for a while. Right? Strength in the middle is the personal Leo card. You could be dealing with a Leo. Or Strength is a card of courage. So if this is your first house or your first apartment you're buying or your first washing machine together, you perhaps will need courage to make this purchase, or you'll need courage to make this investment. So speaking of the purchase or investment, the Ten of Pentacles clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, this is it right there. The Ten of Pentacles often comes through as a card of property. It says a card of financial abundance, i.e. a bunch of money, right? Or it could be something else, something for your family, right? Because the Ten of Pentacles is a card of a commitment or marriage, family. And the Knight of Pentacles clarifying it, I believe this is you making that purchase, or this is you making that investment. And the Knight of Pentacles is a serious chunk of change, you know, and it's a serious knight. So whatever you're investing into or buying is serious for you at this point of your lives together, or your family. So yeah, that's what I see here. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aquarius, this week. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. Also keep in mind, we're now firmly in Mercury retrograde starting this week. This is when more exes than usual could potentially resurface. So we got the Four of Wands, we have the High Priestess, we have the Seven of Cups clarified by the Page of Cups and the Two of Cups. And we'll also have the Sun on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with Leo or pretty much any zodiac sign, or you could be dealing with more than one ex this week, right? So, yeah, at least one person will try to get back into your good graces, right? The Four of Wands, the first card I came out, this is a card of a commitment or marriage. Some people call it the 11-11 card, so perhaps you will run into this person accidentally. Or the Four of Wands is what the two of you had or wanted to have, but you never got there, unfortunately. Then we have the High Priestess right next to the Four of Wands. The High Priestess is a card of your intuition, or a card of something hidden, something you're not aware of, or perhaps this is what you're suspecting, that they're not telling you the whole truth, or you may suspect they have an ulterior motive, or something is just unclear about this person or about this offer or the reason or what they're telling you. Something is not lining up. At least that's going to be your initial impression, right? And the Seven of Cups right next to the High Priestess is a confirmation of what I was just saying. This is a card of a multiple choice, so some of you could be dealing with more than one ex. But for others of you, this is a card of confusion, being not 100% sure as to what's going on or about the person's motive that you're dealing with, you know, that kind of stuff. Perhaps you will think that they're deliberately clouding your judgment, or you're just not seeing clearly, right? And the Sun on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right is the personal Leo card. You could be dealing with a Leo. Or the Sun is, first of all, it's the happiest card in the deck, and the often forgotten meaning of the Sun is clarity. So what you need is clarity about what they want from you, and perhaps you need to ask them. Communication is always key, right? So they could be beating around the bush. Perhaps they're a little bit confused themselves, but at some point they will make it clear to you as to what they want, because the Seven of Cups is clarified by the Page of Cups and the Two of Cups, right? The Page of Cups is a card of an apology. This is them asking you out. This is them giving you flowers. Perhaps they're a little bit shy. They may have a fear of rejections, or they're just kind of testing the waters with you, see where you stand, and that's what may confuse you, because they're not going to be like being very straightforward or direct. They're just testing the waters with you, you know. But then I think once they realize that you're single, or once you give them kind of a hint that, yeah, perhaps I can also give it a chance, then they will tell you that they're still in love with you, because that's what the Two of Cups clarifying the Page of Cups is all about. This is a card of unconditional love. It's a card of a soulmate connection. It's a card of two people on the same page. So yeah, it's kind of, in the beginning, it's like you don't know what to expect, or it's like both of you are testing the waters, or they're just testing the water with you to see where you stand. But then once you get on the same page, I think you can definitely try again, right? Because there's definitely still love there, definitely, with the Two of Cups. All right, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Aquarius, this week. We have the Ten of Wands clarified by the Ten of Swords. We have the Chariot. We have the Five of Swords. And we also have the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You know what it looks like? It looks like a victory at any cost. Or this is you slamming the door on the way out. Yep. The Five of Swords right next to the deck. You see that card right there? This is a card of, there's so many ways to interpret that card, you know? That card could be a card of a fight. This is a card of severing ties in an ugly way. This is when people slam doors on the way out. This is a card of victory at any cost, and this is also a card of Pyrrhic victory. You can look it up what Pyrrhic victory means. But for you guys, I think together with the Chariot card and all the other cards, this is a victory at any cost, and for some of you, you're just going to bulldozer over other people. Or you may still have a victory, but you're winning on the way out. It's like, you know what, you're just going to slam the door on the way out so loud the whole building will shake. You know. The Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right. This is a card of work, business, and finances, right? And the Ten of Wands, clarified by the Ten of Swords. Those two cards on the left could be interpreted in two different ways. This is an end of something that was a burden for you. Perhaps you were fighting with somebody at work, and this week you're finally getting that victory at any cost. Right? Or this is the end of the struggle for you because you're getting out of there, right? And slamming the door on the way out. Yeah, very serious spread. It's like I said, the Chariot with the Five of Swords right next to each other. It's a victory at any cost. Definitely a victory at any cost, even if it means for you to leave. Okay? You will still win. This is like a major determination to bulldozer anybody who stands in your way. Alright, cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Aquarius. We have the Queen of Cups, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Swords, and we also have Death on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, and an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is only indirectly related to you, Aquarius. You know the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Somebody in your life already. One of them could be a relative, or both of them could be married to each other and they're your friends. It could be somebody whom you work with, your neighbors. I don't know. What you're not expecting is those two break up or call it quits, basically, right? The Ten of Swords right next to the deck is a card of an abrupt ending, and Death on the bottom of the deck is also an ending card. Death is the personal Scorpio card, so this Queen of Cups could be a Scorpio, but they could still be any water sign, and the Death card could simply be a confirmation that those two are no longer together, right? They're calling it quits, they're breaking up, or they're getting a divorce. And that's what you're not expecting. Alright, so yeah, that's what I got for you, Aquarius, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Aquarius, have an amazing week. And there you have it. This was your tarot reading for this time period. I hope it resonated with you and helps you live a better life one way or the other. Thank you for watching, sharing, and subscribing.